All right, welcome everyone to yet another PTC Talks, where we are excited today by having Kyujin Jung for a session on when AR meets the metaverse in the manufacturing industry. And first, a very quick introduction about myself. My name is Torbjörn Peterson, and I'm the Alliance Manager for PTC in the Nordics. And we are running all these webinars at the same time every week, where we also invite customers and partners for some inspiration talk on digital transformation to see what is possible and how to make things happen. And all the past webinars have also been recorded and are to be found on the registration site. And the agenda for today is first a quick overview of PTC by my colleague Carl from the Customer Success team, and then Kyujin will start by introducing himself and touch base on a few challenges, how to address these, and then explain some of the business outcomes. And that then we are also having a Q&A session, so please keep your questions to the end. We could also put them in the chat and we will pick them up later. So now over to you, Carl.
Thank you, Torbjörn. Can change slide, please? Yeah. Thank you. PTC is an international software company with headquarters based in Boston. We are developing software mainly for manufacturing companies since 1985. We offer tools for the digital transformation, such as CAD for design, PLM for managing data, IoT to connect products and manufacturing operations, and augmented reality to visualize and interact with the digital thread. To you, Kyujin.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Good afternoon for the audience and good evening for me. So thank you all for joining today. My name is Kyujin Jung. I am an IoT pre-sales technical specialist located in Seoul, Korea. And I am here to talk about how AR technology gives reasons for manufacturing companies to adopt metaverse technology into their digital transformation journey with an industrial metaverse platform, MXSpace, as an example. Okay, first things first, I would like to start with what is the definition of the word metaverse. So metaverse is a term that got popular fairly recently. So in 2021, Roblox went public and Facebook changed their name to Meta, which is referring to metaverse. Well, some of you might have heard about metaverse even before that, but for most of the people, metaverse was not a popular term. The word metaverse became truly a buzzword after Roblox going public at the end of 2021. However, the metaverse's content is nothing new to us. Metaverse is basically a virtual world where people meet another people and do stuff together. Roblox existed from 2004. World of Warcraft is a form of a metaverse. And what else? Like Sims Online is a form of metaverse. So basically every online multiplayer games can be considered metaverse. And it has been existing since the birth of internet, right? So as you see in the slide, there are a lot of variations of what metaverse can be. And for me, I kind of personally consider metaverse as a fancy word for calling video games and social media at the same time. Well, but why AR? So the answer to this question can be summarized into one sentence. It is because AR is the gateway to the metaverse. It's a simple answer to a simple question. Metaverse only existed for individual customers and never was for industries. And why? The reason is simple. It's because industrial users don't need virtual spaces to do stuff together. It's because they have much better solution, much simpler solution like Zoom, Teams, or WebEx. And why are they better? Because the problems industrial users are dealing with is in the physical world. So here is where AR comes in. AR connects physical world and give the users information about the physical world within the device. This is why AR is a gateway to the metaverse. So AR converges physical world with virtual world. Okay. This is it for YAR, and let me show you further how your business can benefit from AR. Okay, say you are a manufacturer and you have worked hard to come up with a fascinating design that will place you far above your competitors. And you have now created the first product in order to the design, and are ready to review if the product has been produced according to the design. And now you're conducting so-called quality inspection of your product. And say the image on the left is your design, and the image on the right is a physical product. I will give you 15 seconds to find out the differences. There are a total of 10 differences. Okay, time is up. Now let's take a look at the answer. So if we combine the two pictures together, you can quickly find out the differences between the two. I think there's a little bit of latency and it's causing a frame drop to the animation, but I think you get the idea. Imagine if this is a real situation. By using AR technology, your operators or inspectors will no longer need to carry 200 pages of specification documents or design blueprints or work orders. So let me show you some real life use cases. So there are no sounds, so that it's completely normal. So this is a quality inspection use case done with Korean Air. You can see that the operator at the shop floor is conducting a quality inspection, checking the product has been assembled as the design. And you can see the operator turning the AR contents on and off to briefly check the exterior. Then by checking each requirements by highlighting the parts to check. The AR content can also, let me skip through the video a little bit. Okay, here the AR content can also navigate the operator to the checkpoints that they have to look into. Now let's take a look at another one. Okay, this use case is a daily inspection scenario. The inspector performs daily inspection with his iPad, and the screen on the bottom right shows what he's looking at. And this inspector patrols around the factory, and the iPad displays IoT data of the devices. And if you see closely on the bottom right, let me play this again. There are red lines around the machines, and it indicates the danger area that you should not go beyond. Okay, this use case shows that AR technology not only can display numeric data or text data to the user, but also can augment the space itself for different purposes. Okay, and now let's talk about MXSpace. So there are two main reasons why we started this project. The first is a need to combine AR and remote support. So over the past years, we've seen many examples of increasing efficiency of field workers through AR with many customers in Korea. And at that time, some customers asked if field worker could communicate with someone remotely if there were anything they didn't know how to work, or if they could share quality inspection procedures using AR. And this is because in many cases of large Korean companies, their headquarters and their R&D centers and their customers or factories, fields are geographically separated or often located overseas. And of course, we have comforts called product like Vuforia Chalk, but since it works independently of Vuforia View, which is the AR viewing application, It is not enough to seamlessly connect the AR experience and the remote assistant experience together. And the second reason is the interest of many companies in the metaverse. So as you can see in the chart, the trend chart from Google on the right, the interest in the metaverse spiked at 2021. And as the metaverse platforms such as Roblox or Ifland and Zepeto from Korea have been hugely successful, many companies have started looking for ways to incorporate metaverse into their business strategies, not only for the consumers, but also for the industrial companies. And so these are two main reasons for us to come up with the metaverse platform. So based on the two initiatives we've seen on the previous page, we decided to create an industrial metaverse platform for business with our AR technology. And we expected it to be able to respond to the metaverse market and provide a commercialized solution for our customers. So to make this in reality, we shared our vision and collaborated with a Korean IT company called ITN to create a solution called MXSpace. That means Meta Experience Space. And in this new metaverse solution, PTC provides AR and IoT technologies with Vuforia Studio and ThingWorks, and ITN develops Unity-based metaverse applications and server. So with the solution, we could propose many use cases that can utilize AR, such as quality inspections or employee trainings, and connected work cells, like giving out work orders by AR, as well as remote and group collaborations that can be provided by Metaverse as one platform. So this allows customers to easily adopt and extend AR and Metaverse to their work and expand their digital transformation strategy. I will first explain a high-level architecture of MXSpace, excuse me. So as you can see, both PC user and mobile user are connected to the Metaverse platform that is in the cloud. And there is a middleware in the backend, which provides P2P connection services. And there's a media streaming server is called Photon, which mainly is used for multiplayer games. And there's ThingWorks, which contains all the information, all the meta information about virtual rooms, users, or avatars in the metaverse in order for Vuforia Experience Service to synchronize the metaverse with AR content. And in addition, IoT data and other enterprise systems are also orchestrated by ThingWorks to be utilized simultaneously in both virtual and physical worlds. Then there is media streaming server, which shares a mobile device's screen and voice with other users on the metaverse. And we made use of Agora for this part. So before we get into the examples, I'll explain just a little more. The image on the left is a virtual world of metaverse accessed from the PC. And on the right is the scene working through AR in the real world we're familiar with. So previously, field workers had to work following AR guides alone. But now a tablet screen of the field worker is streaming on the metaverse. So even people remotely can see what's happening in the field. And in addition to that, in the virtual space of metaverse, there's a digital twin of the product, and virtual tablet represents position of the field worker. So remote manager or an assistant or an engineer can see where the field workers are looking at based on this. And if you leave a note or a point to a specific location in the digital twin in the virtual space, it'll be displayed on the same position in the real product in the field to help communication between the two worlds. So with this concept, our Metaverse platform connects the real and virtual world. And from now on, let's take a look at some examples of practical use case through some videos. And I think I'm running out of time, so I'll keep up the pace. Okay. So is this too loud for you?
It's fine. It's fine.
Okay. So let's first start with an overview demo video. This is about 5 minutes long video, so I will skim through the video to meet the scheduled time. Okay, as you can see now, MXSpace provides
it's actually hard to hear you. If you can put down the sound a bit, yeah, thank you.
Oh, okay. Let me mute the video first. Okay, I think the sound won't mute, so I'll just have to click the video to move. So here you can see the menu on the bottom, and menu on the bottom gives you ways to put dynamic widgets that can be placed on the virtual space. And here you can see the user is putting dynamic widgets on the virtual space, and the widget could display documents or videos or conference calls or 3D CAD models. Here are the models for the 3D CAD models, and also video calls with mobile users that can share their screen and voice with AR contents. And these are default functionality for MXSpace, but MXSpace can be customized according to customers' requirements. And let's look at another video. Okay, this demo takes place in a conference room. So there's a web page and mobile user screen share widgets placed in the room. The operator is checking the memo left for him, which says, check website for any updates. The operator checks the website over here and asks the mobile user to place the product on the table. Okay. Then the mobile user briefly checks specifications and disassembles the product to take a look at each pieces. At the end, the video shows highlighting the pieces of the product that the operator disassembled. And this demo shows reviewing a product online on Metaverse. And this demo is about BIM data integration, if you're familiar with. BIM is short for Building Information Modeling. And on an oil and gas customer kindly provided their building information for us to create this demo for them. So this video only shows avatar moving around the building, but imagine if you are the constructor building the factory or a plant or a yard, or even like something like a large structure like a wind turbine generator, and want to let your customers keep track of the process, or even vice versa. You can be the customer of that. And MXSpace can provide ways to deliver day-by-day updates about your construction projects. And this demo is a virtual tour. So let me give you a tour to our office in Seoul. So there was lobby, and on the left, there's some desks for the mobile office. We do not have dedicated desks in Seoul office. So if I go to work a little bit late or something, I may not even have a seat. But these days there's COVID-19 going on, so many seats are empty due to that. And this is our main conference room. It's called Baekdu Mountain. That is tallest mountain in Korea. All conference rooms in Korea are named after mountains. And finally, this is our canteen. There isn't much to eat in our canteen, but we have coffee. We have a great espresso machine. All right. So what do you think? Now I think you know what our office looks like, and this is the power of the metaverse to understand something without having to visit in person. And for this part, I took 3D scan of our office with Matterport 3D camera, so it could be used by Vuforia Studio Area Target, meaning IoT sensor data can be placed everywhere in this virtual space. And it can be displayed in the same way in AR in the field. So combining the IoT and the virtual space, Metaverse will be able to complete a digital twin of a physical factory with AR applied. However, there are issues. So one issue is to consider is content creation part. So in terms of content creation, although Vuforia Studio makes it easy and fairly fast to create contents, but as you know, content creation costs a lot of money and a lot of effort, and it's especially for large adoptions. And what we're aiming for is we are aiming for automatic content creation through digital thread. But not all customers are ready for this, and not all contents could be made automatically. So for now, we're focusing on creating templates for general cases, such as quality inspection or employee trainings or connected work cells, kind of work order related projects. Okay, this is a product development roadmap for MXSpace for this year. And obviously you will not be able to understand what's going on. So I'll read out a couple of important milestones. So our next critical mission is integration with our Windchill products. And by integrating with Windchill, MXSpace will be able to upload CAD data into their virtual space from Windchill instead of uploading CAD data from their PC storage. And this is a significant identity for an industrial metaverse platform to have, because system integration capability with enterprise system is what differs industrial metaverse from commercial metaverse. And another mission is language translating capability. So many manufacturing customers operate their factories overseas outside of Korea, and a live translation capability will propose a good reason for manufacturing customers to adopt MXSpace as their collaboration tool. So currently, our Metaverse platform is only used as a tool to solve some business problems. However, with PTC's strategy to innovate the company by digitizing the existing physical organization by PTC's products such as Creo, Windchill, ThingWorx, and Vuforia, we want the Metaverse to be the container for various digitized organizations and processes. So we dream of a day when all business tasks such as engineering, simulations, production monitoring, inspection, sales, service, decision-making, everything can be done in the Metaverse. And that's it. That's all for today. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot, Kyujin, for a fantastic show. So let's open up for a Q&A session here. So please go ahead and raise your questions. Anyone who would like to go first? I had actually a first question here. I mean, and that relates a little bit, I mean, to what are the biggest challenges when implementing any kind of, augmented reality or metaverse solution based on your experience?
The biggest challenge. Would you like a technical answer or a business answer?
Business, we'll start with that.
Okay, for business part, the biggest hurdle of implementing AR content is actually there is no technical hurdles in making AR project. There are only business hurdles for implementing an AR project, and it is finding the practical use case. Well, AR looks very cool, and everyone wants to do AR for not only for their workforces, but also for their marketing and for even just for their office or anyhow. Finding the use case of AR project is, I think, is the biggest hurdle.
Right. Thanks. I think also I had a question actually following up to that, and to what extent do you see, manufacturing companies are willing actually, to invest in the metaverse?
Sorry, I didn't get the question.
To what extent are manufacturing companies willing to invest in augmented reality and metaverse overall, based on your experience?
Based on my experience, we are actually doing a pilot with our LG customers with MXSpace right now, and we had many customers that shared their interest in the Metaverse platform, but they are a little cautious about it yet.
Right. Okay.
Yes,
yeah.
But I think it will grow with the Metaverse platform grows, because as the Metaverse platform grows, there will be more functionality and more practical functionalities that the customers can adopt quickly and without caution.
Right. Thanks. We had a few questions also in the chat. Let's start with a question from Ernesta. When will MXSpace be public? Is it a solution to be used by business or?
By public, if you mean like the public consumers, I believe it won't be open for public consumers. But if you're asking about the launching date of Metaverse, we're expecting end of this year, but I'm not quite sure about it. We're still running some pilot projects with it.
Right, thanks. We had a question also from Abhishek.
Yeah, hi. This is Abhishek from India.
Hello.
So I have a question regarding what kind of efficiencies we are looking at if we are implementing AR in our manufacturing solutions in terms of percentage, if anything is established as of now.
Well, if we're talking about numbers, I cannot assure anything with the numbers, because what AR technology gives you is a faster path for data from the source to a human being. So say you're a worker on the field and you are far away from your office where the source of data is. But if you use the AR technology to get those data on your hand, that would increase the efficiency of your workforces.
Okay, so it's kind of more a qualitative improvement rather than the quantitative.
Right.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's see here. We had another question also in the chat. We have it from Amit. I can read it here. In case of Metaverse, if different operators are inspecting different sections of the same factor, then how will they collaborate within the Metaverse? Is it something provided by MXSpace or?
So if I talk a little bit about MXSpace, it's the collaborating session is differentiated by its instances. So if you have one session here, you will have another session with other users, like just like teams. Think of teams that there are two teams that are doing two sessions. Although there are two sessions, user can move from one session to another session. So that's how it is right now.
Right. Friends, time is unfortunately running out. So many thanks everyone for joining this session, and a special thanks of course to you, Kujin. So with that, I wish you all a fantastic weekend and hope to see you already next week in the PTC talks in a webinar about practical implementation of fully digital ALM solutions in the pharma industry. So again, thank you for listening in and have a fantastic weekend. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Bye.